Okay, so where we left off with the last video was this knee is reaching about its highest point of ascension. There's a pre-tensioning through this chain right here. So this is being stretched like an elastic band. And what happens is this foot swings out as if it's on a loose hinge. There's not a lot of conscious leg extension in running. That's why, if you're building up your legs with a lot of leg extensions, that doesn't really have a lot of sport-specific application because there's no real force generated when you're running. So it reaches its highest point of ascension, this foot swings out, and then this occurs, okay? That's probably the most thing I work on the most with runners, in that their foot is not actually moving back towards their center of gravity when it reaches contact point. It's forward of that center of gravity. And basically, forward of that center of gravity, all we can do is slow you down slightly. So if that foot lands in front of the center of gravity, you can hear it slap down. There's braking forces there. So what we want to do is start with our B drill, and that is simply to get the athlete to conceptualize that foot moving forcefully back towards that center of gravity, which is present in efficient and elite runners. Probably one of the hardest things to teach, especially if they're used to swinging that leg out in front of them. So it's a completely different change and shift in biomechanics. The B drill is a kind of a tough drill. We don't want to place too much emphasis on the drill. We want them to conceptualize what's happening. I often ask athletes, well, why do you do that drill? And as well, the coach makes me, or I was taught to do that drill, but they don't really understand what they're actually trying to learn. So with the B drill, it's that foot moving back towards the center of gravity. And we start in place, then we start moving forward. And as you get a little bit better on this, you start to incorporate a B skip. Now, one thing you'll notice is I have my hands on my hips. The reason I'm doing that is, like I said, the hips are the center of mass. We don't want to tilt that bucket of the hips. We don't want them going forward or back or side to side. We want the hips blocked, level, good core strength, forceful return towards that center of gravity.